All right, now the consent agenda comes up, item 5. And we have Resolution 10-24 and the City Hall roof replacement. Anyone want to take anything out or further discussion on any of those items?
Mr. Mayor, I'd point out that I'm related to the manager of the roofing bid company. It's news to me. Not news that I was related to them. I just didn't know they came down this far. So
okay.
Anyway,
do you think that will have any effect on your voting? Okay.
No, I haven't spoken to him for quite a while.
And I do have a question about the relative merits on the roofing of a 3-ply cold applied versus a 4-ply hot applied. That the 4-ply is less expensive by $10,000. So why did we?
Yeah, let me have Andy come up and talk about that. He's been working with the contractor.
Okay, thank you.
And going through this whole process. He can probably talk better.
Mr. Peters, the hot seat is yours.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. I can't get around to calling you Stu, so.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
So the hot applied roof. You asked the question why it is.
Why we selected the $10,000 more expensive roof than the...
Oh, that's a good question. We decided to bid both roofs, hot applied and cold applied. Hot applied is historically, bid by bid, a cheaper roof. But for 3 weeks while it's being applied, it basically shuts the building down. It's beyond bearable for the folks working in there. Now, we did ask the folks working in there if they might be able to handle a hot applied roof, but having never worked in a building that had a hot applied roof applied, how would they know? So we bid both. We had $130,000 budgeted. We came in beyond under what we had budgeted. So Mr. Charles and I decided that the cold applied roof seemed to be the best choice so that we could continue operations without interruption.
Okay, is there any difference in relative life of the roof?
No. No difference that I can tell.
And I guess I've been in buildings that have been roofed either hot or cold, and I didn't notice any difference between them. So what would the occupants of the building notice during that 3 weeks?
The smell of hot applied asphalt.
Sort of like a paving machine going
Yep.
down the street or something?
Exactly. The boiler on top of the roof, yes.
Well, if you think it's the best choice, I'm for the same amount of life on a roof and saving $10,000, I'd save the $10,000.
And I'll turn it back over to the bosses. Thank you.
Good move.
Also, Andy talked about the users of the building, but also the smells that might occur to businesses, and because it's going to be a very smelly process doing the hot applied. So we made the choice that because we're going to be doing this in hot weather, we would minimize the impact odor-wise, not only City Hall, but the surrounding businesses as well.
It is indeed.
Andy or Rob, if you had to make repairs, are repairs easier to make on a cold applied versus a hot applied?
There's no difference as far as we can tell for future maintenance.
Okay. I've heard that it's easier to make repairs on a cold applied. That's just what
Okay, that would be great. I'm serious, that would be great.
And there are also some cold applied roofs that they don't want you doing anything to, the membrane roofs.
Right. So that's very true.
Not these. These are fully repairable. Yep.
Well, if someone wants to make a motion to take the $71,000 instead of the $82,000, and if not, we'll just proceed.
Move the adoption of the consent agenda.
Second.
Further discussion on items 5.1 and 5.2?
Discussion.
Yes, sir.
That differential is somewhat bothersome to me, but I am going to take the recommendation and the judgment of city staff and what they are recommending.
Question.
Question be called for. Those in favor of adopting the two consent agenda items signify by an aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Aye. Motion carries.